Morning, everybody. What is going on? Welcome to Mindset Monday. You see me taking the reins of this Clydesdale today. This is your boy Dave Bergio, and I'm here with my man Jonathan Federa. Jonathan, what is up, buddy? How are you, man?
Hey, let's just get right into it. What are you talking about today?
Let's talk about some accountability and being held accountable. Right? It's something that since we've really established it, instead of us just leading, right? Like, how can we look at somebody who's where we at, where we want to go, to hold us accountable, to answer that call? And over the years, man, from football to when I had my restaurants to now, when you have that higher up or somebody that's ran some type of play, whether that's in the same industry or something similarly structured, or even as simple as fitness, again, we talk about wherever you want to go, who's done what you're looking to do. Okay.
Yeah.
And, when you get around those people, it's almost whip cracking season, and go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to add something on that.
No, go. Keep going.
Yeah, man. I've always performed best. For me, it's one thing to lead, right? Like when playing football is a perfect example. And we're running a D-back secondary or something like that. You have your coach up ahead or the defensive coordinator running that in, seeing things that you might not see, chewing your ass out if you're on a wrong assignment, right? And for me personally, I've always performed at my best when I've had that. Hey, here's the play, run it. If I tell you to run through a brick wall, run through the wall because it's to win, okay? Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if it's in sports or it's in business. You have a consulting group in now. It's, hey, we need this, this, and this done by this, this, and this. So you get this result.
Yeah.
And dude, for me, it lights a fire, number one, for me. And then number two, it just makes you go. Tim Grover has that quote that he always says, don't think, just do. And guys, handle your shit like that, man. Look for somebody to push you over that edge just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had too many people that were, let's say, accountability partners, right? Mm-hmm. I think the best I could go back and track is like having a power skating coach or having a coach playing hockey. But since I'm 20 years removed from that and don't really want to pull things from 20 years ago, no, I'm serious. I would just say 75 hard, right? Like, hey, not that I'm checking in on an app is technically holding me accountable, right? So that, I actually spoke about it this morning. Like, I'm going away to Aruba next week. When I get back, I'm going to be starting phase 1. Why? Because I need it. Because when I'm on program, I operate completely differently. Even though when I'm off program, I haven't been drinking. Right. I haven't been, I've still been working out. It's just a little different, right? You have that intent, you have that I have to do it, type of thing. And that, if we are going to use that as saying that holds me accountable, then yes, that works out very, very well every single time, right? It gives me a lot more to focus on, a lot more to push for. It shows you that, hey, you have a lot more time than you realize and you're just wasting most of it. Right. And that's someone that's gone through the program multiple times. So I do think that's really, really important. Another thing I think of, and I'll tell you this is the exact opposite of what we were talking about today, but I can tell you that it's true. I think I used to do 2 big vacations a year, every year. Right. When I say big, go away for a week. And then the other thing I would do is like selectively take like a weekend here, a weekend there, go away. Mm-hmm. I will say that the time in between on this round, I waited too long. Because I am feeling the effects of that, right? The burnout and everything else, which I usually never have. No, dead serious.
Do you think that's because it's been kind of a habit over the years too? Because you're kind of looking forward to that?
Dude, I think it could be. I think part of it is that because you're looking forward to it, it's expected. I also think part of it is the amount of stuff that I have put together and done and gone ripped through the last 3-4 months is a lot, right? So most people don't do that in a year, let alone like a 3-month period. So I think that also has a lot to do with it as well. But in terms of accountability, dude, we're going to use 75 hard, being on program. That's when I'm operating my best.
Oh,
so
yeah.
100%. And it proves that you don't actually need somebody else to sit in front of you and yell at you all day.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo like that. I'm on day 29 right now, and I will always, for me, I'm always like, I'll look for an edge, wherever I can get it. And that works for me, man. And 75 hard just by itself could work for you. 75 hard for me, it's also that mental side, but that athletic touch. It's nice being 43 and looking at some of these young kids and, either keeping up or surpassing. They're like, damn, look at this like little gray haired dude coming in here and kicking our ass. While, I still have my sneakers on and these weirdos are working out in socks. I don't get that, but that's for a different subject for a different time. But yeah, right. So, but it's just I'm one to where like I don't know, man. I've always performed at my best when I have like that coach like breathing down my neck and like, hey man, run the shit.
No. I need somebody. I need somebody to compete against. Like a lot of times when it's me and I'm on program and I'm holding myself, yeah, that's cool. Like I like to beat. So like I always play games with myself based on what my last workout was, right? So here's a good example. If I did like this morning, I think I did 30 minutes on the bike. It did probably 8-9 miles. All right. Well, how far did I go the last time I did 30 minutes on the bike, right? Or how long did it take me to get 8 miles last time, right? Did I beat it? Or was I – that's how I consistently try to push myself. I benchmark off my last one.
Right.
And honestly, everyone does that. That's competitive, that wants to get better.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anyone just sits there and says, oh, I'm not going to remember this, or I'm not going to write this down. Well, what's the point? You're not improving. You're not getting better.
Yeah, you have no stats to go against on. A lot of people make that mistake. Take Jim's perfect example, just going to the treadmill and then just start randomly lifting shit. Is the weight is the weight proper? Are they getting something out of it, or are they going through the motions? Yeah. What's funny you said about the competition, it's kind of where I look to compete in a weird sense too. It's really weird. So like these guys, for example, hey, do this, and this, hold you accountable, coaching on that. It's like, okay, let me introduce you to kind of 75 hard. Let's compete a little bit together in that. And the funny thing is all these guys are doing it, man. It's freaking nuts. One dude lost 30 pounds and it was freaking wild, man, to see that. And, to bounce that back and forth. It's like, if you guys are bringing this to us, let me bring something to you in return and let's kick ass together in a different sense.
Yeah. Listen, tide coming in raises all ships. Mm-hmm. But guys, I think this is good for you guys if you guys feel stuck. Okay. If you guys feel stuck, one, have a way to hold yourself accountable. If you can't do it yourself, have someone else hold you accountable, or an app. Like you can do so much. They basically have an app for everything, right? Who we kidding? There's an app for everything. So get on there, use it. Even if you wanted to lose weight or look a certain way, like one of the guys on my team, I haven't seen him in like 3 months. When I saw him, he was massive, right? Because he started training using this app, and it made a big difference, guys. So like you can pick up these little advantages in all these different places. You just have to look. You just have to be intentional about it. All right. I hope this helped. Catch you guys on Financial Fitness Friday. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Jonathan. Be great, y'all.